Hey guys, welcome back to 31 Krites of Halloween. And I am Chris from Critters Rehatched, and today I'm going to be talking about the very first Critters movie. Now, I'm not going to be doing a review of any sort, I'm just going to talk a little bit about things that I like about the movie itself. The movie starts off with the critters on a prison asteroid, and I read somewhere that they were supposed to be taken to like death row to be executed because they were so dangerous to anybody in the universe. The critters escape via one of the spaceships, and they make their way to Earth in Grover's Bend, Kansas. Two bounty hunters are sent to hunt them down and kill them, and they arrive on Earth as well. Now, something I like about Grover's Bend, Kansas, I don't know what it is about this movie or the franchise itself in the universe, but Grover's Bend, Kansas just feels right. It feels like the perfect place for this film to happen in. If you would name it any other way, it just doesn't feel right at all. Grover's Bend is the perfect title and the perfect place and the perfect setting for a film like Critters to take place in. It goes well. It seems like it's that farm town. It has that farm name to it, Grover's Bend, and it just seems like a quiet, peaceful community, and something bad happens to it. I love that name, and I've actually used it in a short story I wrote one time. I know that I got permission. Well, technically not permission. I talked to Mick Garris, the director of Critters 2, and asked him about using the title of Grover's Bend as the town. And he said that the title itself or the name of the town wasn't copywritten because it was a take on an actual town or something like that, so I could use it in any form that I wanted to. So I wrote a short story and I actually used the name of Grover's Bend of the town in the story. So that idea, I love the town of Grover's Bend. It's a great place. Great. I would love to actually find the filming locations for it somewhere. I know it was shot in L.A. I don't know if there's actually. I don't think there's an actual Grover's Bend town anywhere, but it would be really cool if there was. But I'd like to visit the locations and just see the shots of everything that looks like, Kansas. But it's all shot in L.A. And the next thing that I like about it is the bounty hunters. The two bounty hunters that go after the critters to kill them are fantastic. One's played by Terrence Mann, and the other is played by various characters or various actors throughout the movie. Terrence Mann does an awesome job, and he actually portrays Johnny Steele, who sings "Power of the Night," which is an amazing song, an awesome rock song, and it's just so catchy. And I just love having the song in the movie and the song related to it, because everybody remembers the "Power of the Night" song from the movie. The big thing that I love about this is the critters themselves. I don't know what it is, but I'm fascinated with the creatures. As you can tell, I have them all behind me here, but the critters themselves, they vary from look in each film, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They look very different in the first movie than they do in the 2, 3, or 4. But I love the way that they look. I love how real to me they look. I know that people say they're just puppets and everything like that, but I don't see them as that. I see them as what could be an actual creature. And if they were an actual creature, they would be terrifying. But the reason I love them so much is when I was little, like really, really little, like in the early 90s, when I was probably like 4 or 5, I remember seeing them on TV. I don't know what it was, but I saw the first Critters movie, maybe even Critters 2, on TV, and I knew that they were fake. I knew that it was a movie, and I just fell in love with it. They looked so real to me, and they were just so creative and so cool that I just loved everything about them. And I just fell in love with the franchise, and I had to see more. And just over time, that passion and that love for this franchise has just grown and grown and grown. I think that if they were to make a new movie nowadays, they would have to use practical effects because those creatures look so awesome, and they look so cool. And like the fact that somebody could actually, put their head up to it and touch it and play with it and stuff like that in the movie, as opposed to like a stupid CGI where there's nothing there, wouldn't do it justice at all. It has to be puppets. I actually love puppets when it comes to the Critters franchise. It is the single best part of the movie. They look so different, and the fact that they have like the sharp, grueling teeth, the glowing eyes, the glowing red eyes and stuff. And something else that's really cool, like they roll around and everything. But something else that's really cool is I think it's more displayed in the maybe in part 2 and 3 than it is anything else. But they don't bleed normal blood; they bleed green blood. If you remember in Critters 3 specifically, when Frank is being attacked, he stabs one of the critters with a screwdriver, I believe, and a bunch of green blood comes out. So that's kind of cool that they actually have different colored blood than what we do. But I absolutely love the look, the characteristics, the design of everything about the creatures themselves. I'm just fascinated with. I don't know what it is, but I love them more than anything. But what do you guys think? That's pretty much the only things that I love about the movie itself, like the special effects, the creatures, the bounty hunters, and the town of Grover's Bend. But I don't want to talk too much about it just because I'm doing 31 of these videos and I just need to keep my talking down just a little bit. So what do you guys think is the best moments or the best parts of the first Critters movie? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time on 31 Krites of Halloween. See you.